I've also heard I was first in my class at the Wharton School of Finance.
You keep in mind, Corker knows everything. He has access to all the secret foreign, I'm going to say, stuff. And he has some bowel-loosening opinions about our president. In a recorded interview with the New York Times, Corker said that because of Trump's careless Twitter eruptions, we could be heading toward World War III.
The room felt light at first. The usual late-night rhythm, band music, applause, bright lights, easy smiles. Then Stephen Colbert stepped behind the desk, looked straight into the camera, and said, "There are two kinds of intelligence in politics. The kind that solves problems."
I'm a very stable genius.
The audience laughed, but Colbert didn't hold the smile for long. He said, "Tonight's story is about a man who never stops bragging, top of the class, highest IQ, smartest in every room, a so-called stable genius surrounded by fools." He paused, then added, "And somehow this..."
I don't like to say this. We've won this. This war has been won. The only one that likes to keep it going is the fake news. I mean, the New York Times, you read the New York Times, it's like we're not winning a war.
That was the moment the crowd leaned in. Colbert said, "Donald Trump loves one story more than any other, the story where he is secretly the smartest man in America, and everyone else is too blind, corrupt, or low IQ to recognize the greatness standing right in front of them." He rolled clip after clip of Trump boasting about his brain, his grades, his instincts, his unmatched brilliance. Trump spoke like he graduated first in history, first in leadership, first in common sense, first in everything except actual proof. The audience was already roaring when Colbert said, "If confidence were a diploma, this man would own Harvard." Then he lowered his voice and added,
An executive of the Trump Organization explains that you either had to just convince him something better was his idea or ignore what he said to do and hoped he forgot about it the next day. Because, like a toddler, Trump lacks object permanence. What NAFTA deal, Donald? There's no NAFTA deal.
Colbert said, "If you really want to know whether a man is a genius, don't listen to him brag. Look at the scoreboard. Look at the chaos. Look at the pattern." He lined it up piece by piece. A man who claims to be a master strategist, but turns every issue into a circus. A man who says he's saving America, while the country...
We have the results of their IQ test right here. Tillerson scored a 120. It's above average, not genius, but still pretty good. And we have Donald Trump's results right here. It's a drawing of a big truck that says MAGA. And there's Trump right there saying Hong Kong.
A man who wants the image of a king while crowds chant "No kings in the streets" because even ordinary people are tired of being ruled by ego disguised as strength. The audience exploded at that line. Then Colbert twisted the knife. He said the real problem isn't just that Trump acts like the top student in a class nobody remembers attending. It's that he wants people to confuse bragging with intelligence, noise with leadership, and cruelty with toughness. Every time Trump gets cornered, Colbert said he runs the same play. He gets louder, meaner, throws insults, calling everyone dumb, weak, low IQ, fake, washed-up enemies of the people. Anything to avoid the one thing genuinely smart people usually do when facts show up: answer them. The room was shaking. Colbert said, "America has spent years being told that the man causing the mess is somehow the only one smart enough to fix it. That's not genius. That's the world's longest infomercial." Then he mocked the fantasy itself. Trump as the brilliant chess master who keeps flipping the board, blaming the table, and declaring victory because the pawns were jealous. Trump as the top-of-the-class legend whose followers insist every failure is actually six-dimensional strategy. Trump as the unstoppable brain who steps in front of cameras and sounds like a man arguing with his own sentence halfway through it.
I think it's worth mentioning that people who are mentally stable generally don't announce it. I went from very successful businessman to top TV star, and a very stable genius. Yes.
Then Colbert went colder. He said, "This is what happens when a political culture rewards performance over substance. A man can keep calling himself the smartest alive while doing reckless, damaging things, and millions are still expected to clap because the branding is strong." He talked about families burying loved ones, communities drowning in fear, allies pulling away, anger rising, and through it all, Trump still wants the public staring at the mythology of his genius like it's a sacred relic. Then came the line that detonated the room. If the king keeps yelling that he's the smartest in the kingdom while the kingdom burns, the problem isn't the critics. The problem is the king. Colbert said the No Kings protests matter because they slice straight through the fantasy. People are tired of the loyalty tests, the childish insults, the demand to pretend up is down, failure is victory, and obvious stupidity is secretly brilliance. Trump, he said, doesn't fear being hated nearly as much as he fears being understood. Because once people understand the act shrinks. Once they see the pattern, the giant image collapses into what it really is: insecurity wearing a crown.